MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Jaguars and the Roadrunners. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series starting all over again from scratch.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next. Sean Mercer will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
And now look out as that runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Stepping up now, Luke Wagner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. Ayala aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball called for strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Luke Wagner becomes the first out of the inning. At the plate, Nick W. as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. The 0-1 pitch.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Now the 1-1 pitch. It swung on and missed for strike number 2. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this one gets away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
And it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Standing in now, Eric Evans. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Windup. Here comes the 1-0. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Now here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. The Jaguars lead it 2-0. Quincy Roberts is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one. Was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
Stepping in, Basil Lowry. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there, strike 1, 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box, Robert Andrews, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. One out, nobody on. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Line hard toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
First things first, here's a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. At the plate now, Brooks McKay. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. That swung on and missed, and we're even at 1-1. At nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 2-2, and he fouls this one off. Misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Stepping in now, Lee Johnson, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Ready with the 0-1. Fouled away. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. That misses. 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck getting that one.
In now, Tony Rossi, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. He pulls into second safely as we also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Into the box now, Jason Murphy, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
Ready on 0-2. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
You know, Dero, there are certain hitters that just love to come up in clutch two-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
Standing in now, Brent Hughes, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. Reined in. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 1 inning in the books here, and we are tied 2-2. Stepping into the box, Edgardo Peralta, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Edgardo Peralta.
Now here it comes. Right there for strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Ramos, 23 years old. This is his first year at the big league level. The 1-1 home. Two is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now in the box, TJ Waters, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed. Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that could fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. The 1-2.
Back down 2-2.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4. There's one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
At the plate, Christian Berry. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. All even now, 2-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
From the stretch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Stepping up to the plate, Tom Magruder.
Leading off for Mudville, the catcher, Tom Magruder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0. Magruder playing here in his age 31 season. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Batting up, the third baseman, Gil Day.
Stepping in, Gil Day. First delivery to him on the way.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Grounded to short. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in to try it again, Basil Lowry. 0 for 1 here in the early going. from the stretch. Here's the pitch.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. And we are tied 2-2. Settling in now, Edmundo Ayala. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. The pitch.
Ayala.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Right to him. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Luke Wagner.
Standing in, Luke Wagner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
So now to the plate, Nick W. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the third now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Robert Andrews.
The left fielder, Robert Andrews.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Andrews, 33 years old. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
The 2-1 pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The bat, the first baseman, Mitchell.
At the plate, Brooks McKay. He reached on a single in his first try. Here it comes.
Nope, outside.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Bases are empty, one man out. Hot shot down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with. Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
From the belt, the pitch. Lee Johnson is at the plate as he watches ball one. Runners on first with one down. Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball two.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Now the 2-0 home. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Tony Rossi waits on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. And he misses again. Ball four. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Striding forward now, Tony Rossi. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. He was a little angry on that heater.
First and second now, one man out. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike.
He's already walked two in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
One now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And that misses. Ball four, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So coming to the plate, Jason Murphy. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
The way this guy at the plate gets down the line, contact is your friend in this situation. Tough to double him up. This middle infield has got to do their best to roll it as quick as possible.
1-1 strike to count.
great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Number 7. Second baseman.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Brent Hughes. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Line drive to left. W is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Zane Oaks. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The third baseman, number 7, Eric Evans.
Striding in, Eric Evans. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. And there's out number 2.
The batter, the first baseman,
Standing in, Edgardo Peralta. He singled his last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. So 1-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
2 out, nobody on. Cut fastball, and there's strike 2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Into the box now, Tom Magruder. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The catcher, Tom Mudville.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Right side, reined in. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gun.
Now batting, the third baseman, Gil Day.
Ready for another chance? Gil Day. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Now a ball pulled hard but foul off to the left. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Three and two now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Chopped toward the second baseman. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Basil Lowry.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Basil Lowry will swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Now the 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible, and if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
At the plate, Robert Andrews. So ground this one foul for the first strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hot shot to third. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramos will get his side started in the inning. And Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, man. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Ball one, taken just off the inside. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And it's full now, 3-2. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Coming to the plate now, T.J. Waters. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. And that one right down Main Street. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there, on to first, and they get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Christian Berry. First offering on its way.
Yep, that ball went out.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Now the pitch.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-0 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Brooks McKay.
Brooks McKay.
From the stretch. The 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home.
3 balls.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lee Johnson.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lee Johnson. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
The count 1-1.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in its zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Even count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Now batting.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll head for an early shower as he fails to go the requisite 5 innings, but it doesn't matter anyway in a tie game. He'll leave with a no decision. Cobra Cole is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Cole.
Now at the plate, Tony Rossi. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1. Count 1-0.
Now here's the pitch. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Cole is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty D. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. He'll try it again, 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Into the box, Edmundo Ayala.
for Jupiter, the second baseman, Edmundo Ayala.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball one, no.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The catcher, Luke Wagner.
Now at the plate, Luke Wagner going to strike that victim twice in this one. First pitch on its way. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. The pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down two, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Pitch is popped up. Day in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The 3-2 pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The next 3-2. And he misses ball 4.
Now batting, the left fielder, Nick W.
Stepping into the box, Nick W. Here's the first pitch to him. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. A ball and 2 strikes. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. Josh Huff is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Josh Huff.
To the plate now, Zane Oates. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
1-2 now. The pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
In now, Eric Evans, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Jupiter is on top here, 4-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and digging in is the outfielder, Jason Murphy.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And it's 1-2. Slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. He'll have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Stepping in now, Brent Hughes. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. Blowing away as he misses again, 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
2-0 count, the pitch. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Tom Magruder waits on deck. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Catcher, Tom Magruder.
Into the box now, Tom Magruder, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Two out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Now to the plate, Edgardo Peralta. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. Is a fastball down below the knees. Him up. Day has room in foul territory. 1 out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Ramos.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Ramos. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way.
No, that's down.
Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Drilled to the left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm. A base hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for him.
So now to the plate, T.J. Waters. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lays off for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. That one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Berry. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
And it's fouled away. First and second now, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Fastball just inside.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. Runners are at first and second with one away. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Digging in, Gil Day. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Payoff pitch home. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Standing in now, Basil Lowry, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Here's a swing and a miss at the hard splitter, even at 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Robert Andrews waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Number 34, Robert Andrews.
Now at the plate, Robert Andrews. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. John Joyner will have to get loose in a hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury. Here comes the 0-1 to the right side and through, a base hit. Joyner ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Well, due to the elite speed, some say he's in scoring position even when he's starting from first. And here Showtrack demonstrates why as we see the incredible top speed as he came around to score pretty easily from second. At the plate, Brooks McKay, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 1-0 count. Here it is. A ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And he fouls this one off. Set. Here's the 2-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Full count still. Payoff pitch one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Plate now, Lee Johnson. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Down the third baseline. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 2 out with a man at first. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 8th inning coming up. Jupiter leads it 4-3. John Joyner will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 1, John Joyner.
All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Edmundo Ayala.
The second baseman, Edmundo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here it comes. Ball 2. Full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And a good take there will nut him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Striding into the box, Luke Wagner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's out. That's ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now that's popped up. McCain shading to his right. He's got it 1 away.
The left fielder, number 2, Nick W.
Nick W. will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take it back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. Comes set with the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders.
Dean Ma takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Zane Oaks. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Sliced hard, but foul. And another foul ball. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Another 1-2 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Eric Evans is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. The 2-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. A payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Jaguars on top 4-3. Graham Young is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of the inning now, and next the dangerous power threat, Tony Rossi.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. Fastball well outside. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Stepping in now, Jason Murphy, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike. Grounded to the right. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Brent Hughes.
Digging in now, Brent Hughes. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Ready with the 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Set to start the 9th in this one. And here comes the first baseman, Edgardo Peralta. He's set and the pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now that designated hitter, Jose Ramos.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Ramos. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-0. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking at him.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Now the pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So stepping in, TJ Waters. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball left outside.
Fouled away. The 1-1. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Jupiter leads this one 4-3. Dexter Phipps is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. In now, Tom Magruder. He's the one to start off the ninth inning with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
2 balls and a strike. Fouled off. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bump him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Gil.
So striding in, Gil Day. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1.
And that misses for ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Peralta is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Too high. 1-2. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And it's fouled away. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
At the plate, Robert Andrews. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. First offering on its way. The 0-1 on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Here's a look over to first. And the runner back. The 0-2 pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over, back in standing. Two-out, two-strike offering. Here it is. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
Yeah, he certainly was a big part of this victory. Picked up 4 RBIs in the game, so it's safe to say that he came through when they needed him to.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Jupiter get the win to jump out to a 2-0 series lead. Cobra Cole gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.